vast majority of witches and modern pagans do not believe in the existence of Satan. However, despite an outright denial of Satan, when one converses with witches and pagans, it becomes apparent that many do believe in the existence of evil spirits. The following quotes are all from non-Christian and pagan sources. Starhawk recounts a story by a fairy priest, Victor Anderson, when he was starting out in the craft, where he described meeting two shining beings on the astral plane that he knew were evil. Starhawk, The Spiral Dance, 10th Anniversary Edition, pages 158 to 159. Line 3 of the Reed of Wicca, also known as the Long Reed, says, "Bide the Wiccan laws ye must, in perfect love and perfect trust. Live and let live, fairly take and fairly give. Cast a circle thrice about, to keep all evil spirits out." Now, as I say, this is the longer version, which was published in Green Egg magazine by Lady Gwen Thompson, who described this to her grandmother, Adriana Porter. Now, notice that more common and popular versions of the Wiccan Reed today tend to substitute the phrase evil spirits for unwelcome spirits. Regarding channeling, a practice which is accepted by many witches and occultists in general, we read, "In some cases, the people through whom the channeling takes place do not voluntarily take part in the process, but find the messages coming to them unbidden or feel themselves being taken over by the spirit who wishes to communicate through them. Demonic possession is closely related to channeling." Geddes and Grosset, Witchcraft, page 218. In the book The Encyclopedia of Modern Witchcraft and Neo-Paganism, edited by Shelley Rabinovich and James Lewis, we are told on page 239 that Alex Sanders, the founder of Alexandrian witchcraft, was inhabited by an abusive spirit that would act abominably at parties and insult people and generally cause him to act in an offensive way. Now, he claimed that this spirit was Michael, and eventually he said he was able to calm it down somewhat. But even so, it's interesting to see that this man was possessed, at least for a time, by a spirit that he was unable to control. Now, in this entry on Alex Sanders on page 239 of this book, we find information on how this spirit Michael was allegedly created. It says, like Aleister Crowley before him, he claimed to have created a magical child with the aid of a male assistant during a rite of ritual masturbation. He said the baby disappeared shortly after its creation and grew up as a spirit called Michael, i.e. the spirit that he later claimed to possess him that caused him to act so badly. So, if some witches do acknowledge the existence of evil spirits, isn't it reasonable to assume that there could well be an evil being who leads them? The biblical Satan fits this description very well. In the Bible, Satan is called ruler of the demons, ruler of this world, God of this world, prince of the power of the air. Satan is also called father of lies and the deceiver of the world. What greater deception could Satan devise than to convince people he doesn't exist? Satan is indeed a spirit, and more specifically a spirit that is evil, i.e. an evil spirit. One really does have to wonder why it seems so inconceivable to so many pagans that Satan doesn't exist, especially in the light of the fact that many do believe in evil spirits. when Satan himself is an evil spirit, albeit a very powerful and leading spirit, but an evil spirit nonetheless. I think that the majority of pagans deny Satan simply because they have been taught that they need to deny his existence. It is basically a statement of faith for them. Now, I'm not asking for pagans to even acknowledge the name Satan in their understanding of who this spirit is. They may use another name for the same being, maybe. But I would like to know why it is so inconceivable that such a leading spirit should exist, in the light of the fact that pagans believe that evil spirits do exist.